Hey everyone, it's Sally and welcome to my channel, The Crafty Hedgehog 52. This is an adult crafting channel for those 18 years and older. Today I wanted to come on and show you these cute rosette pumpkins I have been making. I saw them on Pinterest from my creative time and I wanted to recreate them. So let's get in a fallish mood even though it is 100 degrees outside here in East Texas. And this is the little pumpkin that I have been making from the rosettes. So the first thing I did, of course, is choose my paper that I wanted. And I chose this paper from Echo Park. I got this last September of 19 at Tuesday morning, and I really love this paper pack. And this is what I used for my rosettes to make my pumpkins with. Let's put that away. And then the next thing that I chose, of course, was a die for my rosettes. And this is the only rosette die that I have. It's the Sizzix Thinlits from Tim Holtz. And there are 3 different sizes of rosettes, which is another reason why I chose this die. Because you're going to need 2 small, 2 medium, and 1 large to make this pumpkin. Now my creative time on Pinterest made her pumpkins out of this scalloped rosette. She evidently has a small, medium, and large die that makes the scallops. And it does look cute. It does look really, really cute like a pumpkin. But this is what I had, and I like wonky, so my pumpkin is a little wonky. It's not exactly round, but I still think it's cute. So, that is the die that I chose. And like I say, you will need 2 small, 2 medium, and 1 large to make the pumpkin with. And here's the pumpkin with the rosettes glued together. The small one is on top, then a medium, then a large, then another medium, and then another small one on the bottom. So it kind of goes kind of rounded, but it's still cute. And the scallop pumpkins, hers were just really, really cute too with all the scallops. So the next thing that I did is, of course, we have to have a pumpkin stem. So I went out into my yard and I got sticks. I cut another little scallop circle out of the Spooky collection of paper, and I used this punch to do mine with. This is an older Stampin' Up! Punch, and it's a 3-way punch, and I used this circle, this little scallop circle right here, to cut this out. And of course I ink everything because I'm an inker. And we're going to need a hole for the stem to go through. And the only hole punches I have are this small one from Martha Stewart, and then the regular one like a piece of notebook paper. So I went ahead and I punched a hole. I just eyeballed it. I'm not really a measurer. I took it and I punched about 3 times in the center to kind of give me a little larger hole than what this punch normally makes. Now I took my stick and I put it through the hole, my trusty hot glue gun, and I put a daub of hot glue in the middle of the rosette, and then I put this on, just like that. Now I also put just a little bit of hot glue around that stick, and you're going to cover this up. So, but I wanted it to stay. See, it's already leaning. I wanted it to stay. So that's what I did. Just a little bit of hot glue around the stick so it will stand up. And then, of course, you have to have leaves and you have to have a vine for your pumpkin. So I used this punch from the Punch Bunch. You could use any punch you have. This is one that I had, and this isn't exactly a pumpkin leaf, but I thought it was cute, so I used it anyway. And I punched out 2 of those, and I inked them with some vintage photo because I thought that they didn't need to be that bright green. And I put them on my pumpkin. And I just put a little hot glue like right on that side there. And I glued my leaves. One there. And one over here. And there we go. That's it so far. And then I wanted a vine. So I cut a small strip of that same green paper, and I took it around my pencil 2 or 3 times just to break down the fibers in the paper, and then I just curled it. And it curled pretty good. And if you wet it and did it, it probably would do better, but I did not do that. And I took that and I put that on the back of the pumpkin, glued that on, just like that. Let me get my helper here, my little finger helper. I glued the vine on. So we have that. We have our 2 leaves and our stem and our vine. And of course, I can't make anything without having just a little bit of bling on it. So I found some Halloween confetti with a spider. And I don't know whether you can see him or not. There he is. Just a little piece of confetti. And I put an orange Jimmy on him. And I used my Barely Art glue for that because I wanted to cover up this vine. Put some glue on. Thank goodness this dries clear. And I put my little spider on. Like he was crawling up that pumpkin. And then in the front, we needed something also. So I made some little bows out of burlap or jute twine, if you have some of that. And again, with my glue, I put the bow on because it needed a bow to make it look fallish. I thought it looked very, very cute like that. So I put the bow on. Now my stem is just a little bit too long, so I'll probably break that off just a little bit. Now the bottom of your pumpkin, of course you've got your rosette there, but I did have some hot glue on the bottom of it. I don't know why it was there, but it was. So I decided that I would take some more of the paper and cut out a circle from the paper pack, and I used a 1-inch punch to do that. And again, I got my hot glue. I put a dab of hot glue on there, and I covered that up so the bottom looks a little bit nicer. And you have a cute pumpkin made from 5 rosettes. And you can make these bigger, or you could even make them smaller if you wanted to. I did not have a larger rosette die, and of course you can use your scoreboard, and I'm sure you can use your Cricut if you have one to make this pumpkin also. But I thought they were cute, and I really enjoyed making these. I think I made about 12 of them. Miss Pat, if you're listening, I'm sending one to you in your package. So anyway, I want to thank you all for being with me and making this little rosette pumpkin with me this afternoon. And hopefully you'll have a wonderful crafty evening, and I'll see you soon. Love and hugs to everybody. Bye now.